Run it up, Kel.
Ballin', everything flawless. I ain't gotta brag, let my money do the talking. No employees, nigga, I was raised around the bosses. Niggas wanna funk, but they can't afford a coffin. Poppin', niggas steady watching. Louis on my feet, coming socket to my pockets. Thought it was a room, nah, nigga, this my closet. Broke the money counter, I got rich nigga problems. Shit I buy the biz, nigga, shit I buy the Audi. Chillin' on the jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county. Nah, nigga, always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10, niggas childish? Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. I'm a player, got hella flavor. Phones in a bucket, everybody sign a waiver. Niggas signed, only got a chain, niggas slaving. Signed to myself every week, that's a payment. Made it, nerd niggas hating. Money stacking up, I ain't even gotta save it. Niggas fake, I can't even trust them when they bang it. Got a lot of change, but I'm still not changing. Don't call me to link up, I ain't hanging. 4 deep, no strap, niggas playing. If rap don't work, then it's back to the basics. Nigga to my swag, I ain't mad, I embrace it. Don't believe the gram is a whole lot of fake in a bag or the clout. What the fuck you niggas chasing? Me, I be trying to give motivation. Shit ain't gon' happen overnight, have patience. Buzzin', nigga, I be thumbin'. Niggas hella cheap, they be ballin' on the budget. 50 pop on me right now, that ain't nothing. Before I let a bitch play a nigga, I'm a dummy. Ain't finna talk about it, niggas know how I'm coming. Got the cheat codes, I just gotta push a button. From a place with a lot of hate, but I love it. They like, there you go, when they see me out in public, bitch.
Run it up, Kel.
Ballin', everything flawless. I ain't gotta brag, let my money do the talking. No employees, nigga, I was raised around the bosses. Niggas wanna funk, but they can't afford a coffin. Poppin', niggas steady watching. Louis on my feet, coming socket to my pockets. Thought it was a room, nah, nigga, this my closet. Broke the money counter, I got rich nigga problems. Shit I buy the biz, nigga, shit I buy the Audi. Chillin' on the jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county. Nah, nigga, always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10, niggas childish? Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. I'm a player, got hella flavor. Phones in a bucket, everybody sign a waiver. Niggas signed, only got a chain, niggas slaving. Signed to myself every week, that's a payment. Made it, nerd niggas hating. Money stacking up, I ain't even gotta save it. Niggas fake, I can't even trust them when they bang it. Got a lot of change, but I'm still not changing. Don't call me to link up, I ain't hanging. 4 deep, no strap, niggas playing. If rap don't work, then it's back to the basics. Nigga to my swag, I ain't mad, I embrace it. Don't believe the gram is a whole lot of fake in a bag or the clout. What the fuck you niggas chasing? Me, I be trying to give motivation. Shit ain't gon' happen overnight, have patience. Buzzin', nigga, I be thumbin'. Niggas hella cheap, they be ballin' on the budget. 50 pop on me right now, that ain't nothing. Before I let a bitch play a nigga, I'm a dummy. Ain't finna talk about it, niggas know how I'm coming. Got the cheat codes, I just gotta push a button. From a place with a lot of hate, but I love it. They like, there you go, when they see me out in public, bitch.
Run it up, Kel.
Ballin', everything flawless. I ain't gotta brag, let my money do the talking. No employees, nigga, I was raised around the bosses. Niggas wanna funk, but they can't afford a coffin. Poppin', niggas steady watching. Louis on my feet, coming socket to my pockets. Thought it was a room, nah, nigga, this my closet. Broke the money counter, I got rich nigga problems. Shit I buy the biz, nigga, shit I buy the Audi. Chillin' on the jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county. Nah, nigga, always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10, niggas childish? Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. I'm a player, got hella
What is going on, my Patriots? How you guys doing? Welcome to another edition of You Guessed It, Joel Davis Media Network. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor, hit that like button. All right, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Uh, I know tonight I'm kind of coming in a little behind due to the fact of the matter. Just got off work. Not to mention too, I just realized it's probably gonna be a very light night with the stream because I know ABL is streaming right now as well, and I didn't even realize that. But it's cool. We're gonna rock on with the show. People could probably catch the replay later on. I hope everybody having a good week. My week's been pretty busy, actually. Working for the man. But we got a lot of topics to cover today. We're gonna be discussing um, what's going on with the following on the news front. Uh, this whole situation with the Supreme Court latest ruling that is now making it where biological males can compete in female sports as transgender. They're also trying to push to make sure that these uh, kids can uh, be able to change clothing around your daughters with the equipment still there. Can't make this up. We also going to be talking about the murder of the Cash App founder in San Francisco. Uh, Still, there's no leads. I don't think they made an arrest yet. I don't think they did make an arrest. But people are talking about how dangerous San Francisco has become. Um, and we're just going to be talking about a lot of other stuff in the news relating to the politics that's been going on this week behind closed doors. So, without further ado, let's go ahead on and let's hit the first topic about what is going on with this new line of Supreme Court ruling and what's to come. Hold on one moment. All right, guys, we're going to go into this first story here about what is going on with the Biden administration new Title IX rules. Now, if y'all haven't heard about Title IX rules, they've been talking about they were
All right, 16 UPenn swimmers urging school officials not to challenge.
An ongoing thing for the longest. Well, now Biden has released the new Title IX rules that bar states from banning transgender students competing in sports. And the new guidelines give schools a little flexibility uh, to ban transgender athletes based on age and sport. Now, the Biden administration released on Thursday of the new Title IX that bars schools that receive federal funding from enforcing policies that ban biological males from playing girls' sports. The U.S. Department of Education proposed to amend Title IX in order to set out a standard that would govern a recipient's adoption or application of sex related criteria that would limit or deny a student's eligibility to participate on a male or female athletic team consistent with their gender identity. The proposed regulation also would provide need clarity on how schools can ensure that students have equal opportunity to participate on male and female athletic teams as required by Title IX. Now, I'm going to pause and stop right there. Now, what we have been seeing and witnessing with all of this going on with the whole uh, Title IX agenda, nobody will not discuss or talk about the fact of the matter is that a lot of these students are males who transitioning into females that want to play in female sports. You never ever hear about females transitioning into males going into male dominant sports. And I agree with you, showing mistakes. I mean, look at what happened with the swimmer. This guy was not competitive in male sports at all swimming. He sucked. He was barely average. But then when he decided to go and do the transgender thing and go over to girls' sports, he's dominating because the dude is 6'7" with a hell of a wingspan. So you're 6'7" and let's get you going against the tallest girl on the team. She may be 5'11" or 6 feet. You're gonna outsmoke her swimming. Look how you built. You're a man. Your strength is powerful. We talked about this on the channel. We did the research on the males that have the highest record for lifting weights, like no shit lifting weights. And we looked at a record that no one has been able to beat yet, who wasn't set by a man. So that's, to me, should tell you something. That's crazy. And that was like over 3 tons of weight. Deadlift weight. This back in the 19. I think we looked at it. It was back in the 1950s. No one has beat that yet. So think about that. Somebody that can lift 3 tons. Okay. And I think the woman's part, the most we've seen was someone could barely haven't even got to close to a ton yet. So yeah, it speaks for itself. Men are way more strong. Now, the proposed amendment provided that any transgender athlete denied or limited the opportunity to participate in the sport that is consistent with their gender identity must be substantially related to the achievement of an important educational objective and minimize harms to students. Every student should be able to have the full experience of attending school in America, including participating in athletics free from discrimination. U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona said. Being on a sports team is an important part of school experience for students of all ages. However, the changes still give schools some flexibility to ban transgender athletes depending on age and sport. The proposed rule also recognized that in some instances, particularly in competitive high school and college athletic environments, some schools may adopt policies that limit transgender students' participation. The notice continued. There will be a 30 days of public comment before the new rule would go into effect. The Biden administration move comes after the Supreme Court ruling on Thursday that a 12-year-old transgender West Virginia girl can compete on her middle school's girls sports team in amid a lawsuit over a ban. Lawyers and representatives for Becky Pepper Jackson had initially asked the Supreme Court to reject an emergency application from West Virginia lawmakers that would have allowed student athletes to only play sports with and against those of their biological gender. Meanwhile, the issue of biological males who identify as females competing against women in women's sports have garnered national attention. Republican legislatures across the country have sought to protect women's sport by banning trans athlete participation on women's teams. Now, Kansas recently banned transgender athletes from girls and women's sports from kindergarten through college. Kansas law takes effect July 1st, and among several hundred proposals that Republican lawmakers across the U.S. have pursued this year to impose restrictions on transgender athletes. Kansas will join a list of 19 other states like Wyoming, Oklahoma, Florida, and Mississippi that have banned trans athletes from competing in women's sports. I mean, ah, my man said 6'7", you can't win a male competition, a male swimming competition. You really suck. I mean, that's what they said, man. I mean, we seen that on ABL show. We talked. He talked about it. I mean, the guy sucks. He is not no freak of nature. So, this right here should tell us something. What this tells us is that they're trying to reinvent the wheel. I mean, we already got a lot of people uneasy and upset with the fact of the matter that I think it's not only Virginia, I think California is doing this too, where your daughters have to be surrounded by someone that still got the equipment down there, getting undressed in the locker room. And and I know what we've reported on, where a lot of these folks, some of these guys who play like they're supposed to be transitioning, but they're going and violating young girls. I mean, we saw that happen three times actually in Virginia school systems. No one well, they try to sweep it under the rug, but it was apparent this guy was sick, and then to turn around and have women, your daughter, subjected to that. That's disturbing. That's disgusting. You're opening up a can of problems that is not good at all. My thing, and we all said it. Why can't we just have transgender go with their sport against another transgender? I mean, it makes more practical sense. I mean, do you see how bloody a transgender woman can mess up a natural woman? Look at some of these MMA fights. I think it was oh my god, what's that girl in MMA that woman that the guy in MMA, he transitioned. I forgot his name. But he was beating women up to a bloody pulp. One woman he beat up so bad that the chick got a fractured face. Think about that. Now, all the times they've seen women fight, ain't no woman been strong enough yet to fracture another woman's face. That's strength, bro. Then they were like, well, the testosterone levels were down. That doesn't mean nothing. I mean, this is a natural male. I mean, you will always have that strength, bone density, all that stuff. You can't change that. That's DNA, bro. So yeah, I'm out on it, man. Definitely out on it. I think that this is another a ploy. That's why I say the government has an issue with trying to control the narrative. I mean, this should be left up to the states, but they're never going to do that because they want to push an agenda, and that agenda is to make everybody be on this code of wokeness, and they ain't going to stop. I'm with you 110%, so I'm mistake, but you know what? Here's the thing, so I'm mistake, and you got a point. A lot of these women do that in the MMA world because they're trained in their head not to be afraid of anything. So yeah, it's cool not to be afraid of anything, but then you got a valid point. You going with a full-fledged male. This male is strong. I mean, just straight. Ah, you know, it's scary. I wouldn't. Exactly, so a mistake. You got to use common sense. You know, I mean, there's a lot of women that do train and spar with men in boxing and stuff like that to get their, wits up and to get their defenses and stuff up. But no woman wants to go out here and fight a full fledged grown man that's as strong, as been in the gym, and got as much muscle tone as you got. Because you already know it's not going to end good. It's just not. Not at all. All right, we're going to move right along here. Now, this is a crazy story. Uh, this is coming out of Hollywood, out of California. Now, I did not know that the guy that got
California Governor Gavin Newsom
was the Cash App founder. I did not know that. I was kind of shocked when I found this out. I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, "Yo, they keep talking about this dude getting killed in San Francisco. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?" And then I finally decided, like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna research it and find out. Maybe it's some, I don't know, major tech guy or something that looked that I thought was maybe one of those startup companies. Nope, it was Cash App founder. And the guy is named Bob Lee. All right, now he was 43 years old, and he was stabbed 2:30 in the morning in Rincon Hill area of San Francisco. They ain't found the suspect, and he leaves behind two kids. Now, Sarah Foster is the daughter of musician David Foster. And she said something that's got a lot of people wondering. I wonder if any other elites are starting to say that in around California. She said the following: San Francisco is a complete shithole. I am a registered Democrat and I feel confident saying liberal politicians are ruining cities. And then she also added on top of that, disgusting. My heart breaks for his family. You know what? It's sad that it took y'all this long as celebrities to understand that. I mean, you got one celebrity guy. God, what is that guy's name? I think his name's Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen was like, "Hey, it's a part of being in the city. If you get your car broke in, I done had mine broken in plenty of times. I just suck it up and move on." A lot of people can't afford to suck it up and move on. That's money being wasted. Getting glass repaired now is not like it was back in the day. You could pay like $150 and get it repaired. With inflation, I think that bitch up to $200 or $300 now. This is what my boy said. He said men are 3 times faster, 5 times more solid they hit. Men fight way more than yeah, you're right. Some mistakes they do. They do. And like with your comment, you said San Francisco just stab random people and people don't help the victim if you do get jumped. Yeah, too. Yeah, you're right. They don't. I mean, you've seen it on World Star, probably other places. They do not help the victim. You get jumped in San Francisco, you on your own. In fact, in San Francisco, this is the place that I was telling y'all about. They got an app to tell you where human shit is at throughout the city, so you don't step into it. Not to mention they got tents on the beach side of homeless people. They also got a needle station within the bathroom, just like Philadelphia has, so you can get a fresh needle and shoot up. It's crazy, man. California is the utopia of fucked up. I mean, it's just sad to see this man bust his behind, probably live the American dream, figured out an app where people could actually use money and send it to each other like it's no tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, bam, you just out 2:30 in the morning, mind your own business, and you just get stabbed to death. You'd be like, wow, really? So, damn. So shout out to David Foster, 73 years old, still having babies with his 39-year-old wife, fourth wife. So David, I'm sorry, but I'm not having no baby at 73. I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it. I'm not having a kid. No, 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 no. I'm in my 70s. I'm done. I am not trying to do that. Hell to the no. Can't do it, man. I just can't do that. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. I'm not even going to read this right here. All right. So this is in Tennessee. So let's talk about this. So recently, there's a Democrat that got expelled from the uh, legislation. Now, if you don't know what expel means, that basically means pack your shit up, your services is no longer needed here.
I want to start with
Right there.
making sure the families know that we're thinking
Let's
about
see here.
them. I know a
So
lot of
we
people
already
have
know
reached
about
out to
the mass
myself,
shooting
Officer
by
Rex, Sergeant
the
Mathis, our
transgender
teammates as well. There's been
person
an outpour of
that they
support
don't
from the
want to talk
community,
about because they don't fit
from
the
other
narrative.
agencies.
This person had weapons for days, went out here and shot up 6 people dead on arrival, including 3 of them being children. And then they turned around and off themselves. Now, the Tennessee GOP nominated House on Thursday decided to expel the Democrat representative Justin Jones from legislation from his role in a protest calling for gun control following last week's shooting at a private Christian school. Now, it's reported that Jones was sanctioned for using a bullhorn when he joined with protesters, which state House leaders call disorderly behavior. House lawmakers had also considered ousting Democratic Representative Gloria Johnson and Justin Person. Later on Thursday, the legislature declined to expel Johnson. The 65-30 vote fell just one vote shy of the number needed to oust Johnson. A vote against Person was coming. Last week, the trio of Democratic lawmakers chanted back and forth from the chamber floor with gun control supporters packed in the gallery. Thursday's 72-25 vote against Jones marked an extraordinary move from lawmakers that has been executed only a handful of times since the Civil War. Most state legislatures possess the power to expel members, but it is normally reserved as a punishment for lawmakers accused of serious misconduct, not as a weapon against political opponents. We are losing our democracy. This is not normal. This is not okay. Persons told reporters the three broke a house rule because we're fighting for kids who die from gun violence and people in our communities who want to see the end of the proliferation of weaponry in our community. And that leads to one exposure to our expulsion. This is not democracy. Now, I got to stop right here on this and say something. They keep saying that they're trying to get gun control. Guns the problem. Guns is not the problem. It's the people behind it. Let's get this straightened out right now. When we look at the research of the transgender young lady, she showed signs of having this type of aggressive problem. People ignored it. Just like we see in that same state of Tennessee, you see more killings in Memphis than anything, mass shootings. So you're trying to tell me that these guns are just going up to these son men and son women that do these mass shootings in Memphis and say, hey, take me, pull the trigger. That's right. That's right. Empty it. No, it's the mentality, man. It's the people behind it. And it's the environment. If you're in a chaotic environment and all you know is violence is the answer to everything, this is where you end up. And that's just facts. You can assault all the all assault weapons. You go to the automatic shooters, whatever you want to do. People still gonna find a way to get at each other. You got knives out here. You got people that can make sharp objects. So we just got to get tough on laws, man. That's the only way you can slow this down. But now, in that same breath, this lawmaker that did got expelled, the Johnson lady, she's saying now, oh, the reason why I didn't get expelled is because Gloria Johnson. She said the reason why she didn't get expelled because she's white. I hate when people do that. I really do. I hate when people use that as a crutch. All right. I'll give me 1 second here. I gotta go off camera for a bit. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I had to adjust some levels right quick. So, I mean, this is just crazy, man. His area is way too large. All right, man. We are here, and so far so good for watching on Rumble. Let's get the likes up on Rumble, man. Let's get about 4 likes, man. I know there's a good bit of people watching on Rumble. Let's do this, man. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next situation here, and this is wow. Uh, uh let's see here. So we're gonna talk about a subject that nobody wants to really talk about. Ah, and I'm gonna have to be delicate on this subject because I'm streaming on YouTube. So before I get started, I want to make it very clear to everyone that follows me on YouTube or YouTube itself. In no shape or form, I have anything against a person that is transgender. It is your life. You can do what the hell you want to do. Only problem I have is when you take it to the point to where you are now imposing in our everyday lives, throwing it in our face. Keep that shit over there. A lot of people been asking me on YouTube, Joel, how do you feel about Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. Because y'all know I'm an avid beer drinker. I love my beer. First and foremost, if you want to know how I really feel, you go on locals. All right. I told y'all that's where I did my stream at. I'm going in on that motherfucker on local. All right. You got 20 minutes of me telling you how I really feel. Because I really can't do that like this on YouTube. So they'll be quick to strike me and probably demonetize me and the whole nine. So I'm going to say it in a PG-13 like manner so you can get the drift. I used to drink Bud Light a lot. My wife will tell you that. I used to get what is Bud Light Lime, baby? And Platinum. But I don't know. Recently before all this transpired, a little voice in my head said, man, you know what? You need to change up and don't go with Bud Light anymore. Don't go with Michelob Light. Try Modelo. Because I used to drink Heineken way back in the day. When I first was in the military. I was like, you know what? I'll go try Modelo beer. And I like the beer. It's a beer. It's a gripping beer. And I'm glad I invested my time in liking Modelo's beer because all of a sudden I look around here and we got this situation going on where you have a transgender female who still got the equipment and still look very much as a man. Don't even have not even a breast implants or breast anything, just a man. You just look at Dylan Mulvaney is straight men, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know right here, right now. You cannot be fooled by that. That's a man. When you see this joker, you know that's a man. Out here on a can. With all woman guard. In a market where you have hetero men as well. You said Modelo is Anheuser-Busch? Let me see. Hold on now. Let me find out. I'm gonna be mad. Hold on. If I find it out, I'm gonna be mad. Hold on, guys. Let me find out. Hold on. Ah, man, I can't get away from these fools. I'm gonna have to go to Heineken then. Damn. Hey, that's some shit. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I did not know Modelo. Modelo's owned by Anheuser-Busch. The same people that do Bud Light. Are you serious? Wow. Well, I guess I'll go to Heineken because I don't think Heineken is owned uh by that. I guess I try Heineken because I'm not doing no. Huh? Corona's owned by them too. They own Corona. They got all the good beer. They owned all the good beer. Yeah, Heineken is standalone. It's not owned by Anheuser-Busch, so I guess I'll check with Heineken then. I'll go to Heineken. I'll be fine. I'll pay that little extra money. Really? You said and Heineken is too? Well, damn. They can't own all the beers. Let me find out. All right, I'm about to find out right now. I know they got Natural Light, Stella Astros, Presidente beer. I don't see Heineken on the list, guys. I'm looking. I'm looking right now, guys. If I find this out. Oh man, they did. They just brought them too. Everything was completed in 2000 and wait a minute. Yeah, 10. Well, damn. I ain't. This is crazy. All right. So let me see. Yeah, I don't know what beers now to get. I'll have to research it because they own about damn near everything. It seems like it to me. Wow, I did not know that. Well, I learned something new today. They own damn near all the beers, so I guess that's their way of saying they can put their ass on their shoulder. Well, I know they don't own Guinness. I know that. So I guess I'll be drinking Guinness beer. Don't they own Miller Lite too? Oh, of course. Okay. I'll probably go with Coors then. That's fine. Cause I've drunk Coors before. Coors has always been a cool drink. But that's sad, man. So I guess that's why they're doing it. They own all the beers, so they say fuck it. We can do what we want to do. But anyway, I thought I was safe with the whole Modelo thing. Oh man, you get the likes up, guys. We got 6 people watching over here on Rumble. Come on, man. I know we get the likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get about 3 likes, man. Come on. But I want y'all to think about something here, and I'm about to break it down to y'all. Why are these corporations all of a sudden wanting to team up with the alphabet soup Transformers? Now, a lot of people is thinking they're doing it because they're trying to appease the woke culture. No. I want y'all to learn something about the first thing about business. Every person that has knows about business knows that business has an agenda. Okay? That business has an agenda. And if you notice, a lot of these CEOs are woke. Now, why are these CEOs they're hiring woke? And it hurt your feelings. It's all a part of the grander plan to get away with saving money. Put J News and Views. I got it on my on the title right now of what it is. Hold on. If you click on this link, I'm gonna put in the chat. You can see me live over there too. Yeah, they're doing that too, guys, but it's more than just bullying. It's more than just bullying. Me and my wife was talking about this. I talked to my wife about it. She was like, "Oh wow." She said, "I never looked at it that way." All right, guys, peep game. This is what these guys are doing. All right, they found out that going woke is a gold mine for them to save money. These bigger corporations that's doing it. And let me tell you why with these woke CEOs, why they're doing it. All right. Next thing they could do, they can create a safe space. Make you think they're creating a safe space so they do not have to pay your ass anything more than what they want to pay you. I want you to keep that in your mind. Some of you wokians that's trying to push all this corporate to be woke. So when you go to them and say, hey, I'm busting my ass and I'm doing this and that, I want to get a raise. I want to get paid. And you part of that woke crew, the first thing they're going to say is, I'm sorry. I'm paying you what I can afford to do right now for the company. But think about this. I created a safe space. I created an environment to where you can share your thoughts. And I've also have taught the invisible white man to have white guilt when they're around you. Don't you think that counts for something? And they hit them with that bullshit, right? And they fall for it every time. Yeah, you're right. You're looking out for me. So yeah, okay. So that's the second thing. I ain't gotta pay you shit. Third thing, marketing. They know this new generation of millennials. Yeah, I'm talking shit about my people. Gen Z and a little bit, not a lot, of Gen X that is thinking they're millennials like to sit there and go way woke for no damn reason. So, since I got that going on and I'm a inclusive company and I'm sharing all of these ideas with you and this, that, and the third, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go out there and you're going to advocate for me. You're going to tell everybody, yo, man, this place is great. It's a good place to work. They got a safe space. They do this and that. And their products is great. Because, see, if you're getting treated good at work, you're going to turn around and brag about your product. So it's free advertising. That's real talk. That's why they do this shit. That's why they laugh. They ass off. Because it's hilarious. It really is. Last but not least, they can get immigrants to work at these places now really without nobody watching. And let me tell you why. Because they done created the safe space. They done did all this woke shit. They know the government is on woke shit, so the government's going to be like, all right, you doing fine, Nike, Bud Anheuser-Busch. Y'all woke. I ain't going to fuck with y'all about taxes or nothing. Y'all doing a good job over there. Guess what they can slip and do? They can go and hire little Sanchez, okay? The amigo down there that just came off the damn truck after spending the days and nights in there trying to fight for his life to get to America. And guess what they're gonna tell his crazy ass? Hey man, I can hook you up. I can get you to do your trade. All right, I can get you to do this job here for a lot less, but in American dollars. But see, the reason why that immigrant's not gonna fight for more money in the States, not because he's an illegal, it's because any dollars he gets that's the US dollars is damn near 10 times to 20 times more in Mexico. So he can help his family. Y'all get what I'm saying with this shit? It's a money grab, bro. It's all it is. It's a hustle on top of a hustle. That's all it is. So while these woke folks is running around here talking about, oh yeah, we inclusive. Oh yeah, we made it. We won. The government and the corporations are laughing their asses off of them, saying, got you again, bitch. I mean, that's just what it is. And they know that. then they don't know. They don't know it, but when they realize it, it's too late. Look what we just talked about that happened recently on the news with Jill Biden getting destroyed by the young girl that played for LSU. She fucked around and found out that Joe Biden and Jill Biden are racist. We been knew it. We been trying to tell the liberals that. But they don't want to listen. So now they're like, oh well, we ain't want to go around you. We'll settle to go to Obama house. Well, newsflash, Obama ain't really black and his ass racist too. Hell, if he have you come to his house, all he gonna do is brag about having you come to his house and convince his people to vote for somebody that ain't gonna do shit for you again. I'm telling you, man, the definition of insanity is doing the same shit all the time, looking for a different result. It ain't gonna work. It just ain't. If I'm running around here, okay, and I keep slipping and sliding on a ladder that's got ice on it, and I got non-slip resistant shoes to begin with, and I keep going up that ladder, and I keep falling off and hurt myself. But I keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to make it to the top, and I'm going to do it. I hurt myself." Guess what? Y'all gonna think I'm dumb as shit or insane because the result's not going to be any different. I'm going to keep slipping off the ladder and falling and hurting myself. And that's what's going on right now. Woke America is hurting themselves because see the real plan is getting international globalism, which is the master plan for these corporations with capitalism. And what master on globalism is being able to control this group of wokians and make them think that you're doing Marxism stuff, right? You're making it universal for everybody to get a piece of the product or to be a part of this woke campaign. In reality, it's not. You're just globally getting people to work for you, pennies on the dollar. That's all it is. Cheap labor and a bullshit dream. Damn, boy, that's pimping right there. Straight pimping. So that was going on. Corporations pimping out the woke. And they don't even know it. And I think it's hilarious. Because right now they're all excited because Nike went out here and say, oh yeah, Dylan Mulvaney now is going to be our model. First and foremost, Nike. Nobody is listen. Do you see Under Armour doing this shit? Under Armour is a Christian-owned company. They're not gonna do that shit. And by the way, I'm definitely now not gonna fuck with no Nike. I'd rather buy Jordan. At least I know Jordan ain't gonna have this fool woman on his shit. So this is this fool man, on his shit. So this is a money grab. And guess what? There's gonna be more woke companies trying to go after and gravitate to this guy. Because in their mind, he's the starting point. Yeah, you're right. I get my old clouds. I wear them most of the work anyway. They just as much as the Nikes are, $160 something on cloud. Don't give me some. This is just. You don't see no other shoe company or brand trying to be out with this guy. Nobody ain't trying to do that because the shit's crazy. It really is. When I seen him on Drew Barrymore's show, this guy's like 6'3" and looks like a man all the way. It's man, straight man, no figures to fool nobody. This is a straight man that keeps putting on women clothing, talking about, oh Lord, have mercy. I hate to say this. I'm not trying to be fucked up, and I'm just stating an opinion, you two. So don't be thinking I'm trying to shame anybody. But some of you dudes do not need to be trying to change being a woman because y'all don't fit the profile. Okay? I'm gonna put it like that. Y'all don't have the features, y'all shouldn't be doing it. Same thing with some of y'all women out there trying to be men. Y'all don't fit the features, don't do it. All right, if you got a real manly face, stick to being a man. It ain't gonna work. If you got a real pretty girl face, trying to be into a solid man, ain't gonna work. You got to have that. I'm just telling you, man, this is crazy. All right, so last story tonight I'm gonna talk about here. Now, this is crazy. Oh my God, I heard this from the conservative twins. Shout out to them. Oh my God, I gotta get this story up right quick. Now, this came out of the New York Post. Now, I was just talking to my lovely daughter about this story, but I understand where she was coming from. But this is crazy. All right. Now, me and y'all know that we from the era, if you anybody born in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the early, not the mid or not the late, the early 90s. That means from 91 through 94. I say 94 because that would be the cutoff. Because 95 and below is done lost their damn mind. Y'all and I both know that we were raised, okay? We were always raised to be honest with people up front about anything that you got going on. All right? Whether it's what you identify as, whether it's your status of your health that deals with your reproductive cycle, all that stuff. We were taught that, right? Because that's just being upfront and giving that person the power to decide if they want to go further with you or not. This woman's not giving no one no power. She's going by the whole, I want to make sure I'm good. Well, I to me think that's horseshit. Because now you're setting yourself up and everyone around you for danger and failure. So let's jump into this right here. I'm going to read the story. A single woman has revealed she doesn't tell men. Excuse me. A single man has revealed he doesn't tell men that he's transgender right away, as people are too judgmental, saying he likes to wait until he's sure he wants to take things further. Nah, that's wrong. If people are too judgmental and you can't handle the judgmental that comes with it, then your ass need to quit being what you're doing. Sorry. That's just like me being a conservative. I used to be scared to tell people I'm a conservative because people are so judgmental. Fuck that shit. I'm a proud conservative. I love the flag. I stand up for what I believe in. You don't have to agree with me on my shit, but you can respect me for my thoughts and my feelings. Same thing here. This is wrong. This is how people get killed. Do you know how many people have gotten killed by lying about what they are from the begin with? Read the story. There's a story back here about 8 years ago. A girl messed with half of the football team, and then this man messed with half of the football team and had them fooled that he was a woman and didn't tell them the truth. And he died. A horrible death. A very horrible death. People will hurt you about stuff like this. You can't do that, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I don't care who gets mad at me, but you can't. You can't do that. That's disrespect. You're taking away someone's power to trust that they want to fuck with you or not. I'm quite sure you're a gorgeous man, because we see your picture right here. So if the person want to deal with you like that, and you tell them that to be honest with them, I'm quite sure they're probably gonna say, "Fuck it, let's do it." I'm just being honest. I mean, you got to give people a chance. Now his name is Adia Danielle 22. Always felt like there was something missing when he was growing up at age 16. After stumbling across a YouTube video, realized he was transgender. Sorry, my doggy, y'all. After realizing he was the wrong body, Adia told his mom, and soon after began his journey to become a woman, aka a trans woman. All right, including embarking on hormone therapy before undergoing gender affirming surgery. Now, in this case, y'all give me 1 second. Let me get him calm. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So here's the thing. He had the surgery. All right. But here's the thing about that surgery that people don't talk about. Now, I've seen and heard about some of the effects of that surgery, and a lot of these transgender men that transgender females that get this surgery, uh, they said that they still have to watch who they deal with down there. It's a whole process. Sometimes they can't even get intimate down there for a long time. We talking about months, and you got to use all kinds of stuff for that. So that right there is is creepy within itself, you know. So that's a lot, man. It really is. Despite finally being comfortable in his body, the Canadian influencer, who has 138,000 followers on Instagram, says he often chooses not to disclose the fact he's transgender to men, which is often met with backlash. I'm lying to them or that I'm deceiving them. Well, yeah, you are. You're not being honest. You're not telling the truth. I mean, they deserve to know. You can't go out here and lie to these folks. What the hell you doing? You can't do that. That is just straight wrong. That is straight wrong. You can't do that. I mean, okay, let's say for instance, they go to your mom or dad's house and they see a picture of your ass when you was a little boy on the mantle. Oh man, who's that? That your brother? I didn't know you had a brother or extra brother. What you gonna do? Lie to them then? Oh yeah, that's my brother. What happened to him? Oh, he passed away a long time ago. Oh my. No, that's bullshit. Because somebody's gonna tell this person sooner or later, yo, bro, and that picture you see right there, that's a deal. I know Adia is really used to be Aiden or whatever his name was before being Adia. I mean, I'm telling you, man, you can't do that. There's so much judgment around the trans label, and if a guy were to learn that I'm trans before, he will make up a whole idea of how I am and how I must act. Oh my lord! I want him to get to know me, so I just tell them when I'm interested and when I want to take things further. Adi explained it's common when dating not disclose your full past until the relationship has developed. It's my past, and you're not going to meet someone and tell them everything that happened in your past, she said. Online guys often comment, "Oh, you're lying to me," but that's how can they say I'm lying if I present myself as a woman? They're basically saying I'm a man. Well, you are. You were born a man. I mean, yes, you got the pocket thing now, but you were born a man. I mean, you can't defy biology. You just can't. Growing up, Adia recalls dressing in her mom's clothes and wanting to play with her sister's toys, and believes her family knew he was different. While his mom was very accepting, his dad wasn't on board at first, but he said now he's his biggest supporter. Well, it's a different time now. I mean, in his mind, he's like, if I don't support my son, I'm not gonna have a relationship. So I either get on board or don't. And let me tell y'all something. A lot of these fathers are not, how can I put this? They're being their biggest supporter because they're trying to make their child happy. It's not because they are happy for their child. All right. So let's get that straight now. Because as a parent, you got to be supportive of your children. And I mean, it doesn't mean you have to like it. Now, as I was saying before, good night, son. Oh. Uh, Adia also believes not much is known about transgender people outside the community, saying it's often thought that people wake up and decide their gender when in fact it's not a choice. Previously, Adia hit the headlines after revealing the complications she suffered after undergoing Brazilian butt lift surgery. She claimed that the pain left her feeling like she was being burned alive. Adia has also undergone gender affirming surgery, which, while she said she's glad it was a success, stressed it wasn't easy. On the first night, they had to pull gauze in between my stitches, and the next day they couldn't take them out as I had bled out. She said of the painful surgery. I had blood clots where I couldn't pee anymore, and so they had to leave it in. Guys, I don't know if I want to have a surgery where I get blood clots, and blood clots are dangerous. You can die. You can die from blood clots, bro. I don't know. I don't think I want that. I don't want none of that. All right, man. We got 8 people watching, man. Let's get these likes up to at least 4 to 5 likes, man, on Rumble. Come on now, 4 to 5 likes on Rumble. I mean, we got 3 already. Let's get to 4 to 5 likes, man. Only place where you gonna have somebody giving you this real content. Now, she also had an issue with the function of her new vagina, which has since been corrected, but it caused her to struggle emotionally. It was a really difficult time for me because I went from having something, oh God, Lord have mercy. Well, I don't see how you had to struggle, lady. I mean, man, you had something that God blessed you with, and then you decided to change it. So you should have been ready for it. Anyway, I would never touch it and disconnect with that area. Uh, I would never touch it and disconnect it with that area of my body. Ada feels it's important to share a story and has garnered immense support online. When I started transitioning, one of my biggest fears was the judgment that I would get walking in the community she revealed. I don't know why there's such a big stigma that when you transition, you have to do this or get that. Adia claims that after coming out as transgender, he lost over 50,000 followers on social media. And while this hurts at first, he's now focusing on his future and happiness. You can't care about what anyone else has to say and just shut everyone out, he said. Concentrate on yourself and focus on where you were in the past. Compare to now and not where others are. Again, like I said, I still don't agree with the whole not being upfront with people uh when you're dealing with them. You gotta be upfront with these guys. Listen, if you're interested in somebody, you need to tell them up front because somebody is going to want to be interested in you. They're gonna want to deal with you. And you can't go out here and say, all right, uh, I want to tell you something after the heat of the moment, because I'm quite sure that this man, excuse me, has probably been intimate with these guys before telling them what's up. I guarantee you it's done happen. Probably more than once. And I don't think that's right because you got a lot of young guys. Yeah, we in the hookup culture. You got some guys out there that's decent that really want an emotional connection with a individual, okay, a woman to be exact. And you're taking away for that man to make that decision that he's comfortable enough making you his. Now, again, some men is into that. That's on you. Or if you decide you became one of those guys into that because you met this person and you connect, that's on you. That's your walk. That's your life. But me personally, I'm out. I can't do it. Sorry, not me. I'm not built like that, bro. Sorry, I just can't. Ain't my cup of tea. Can't do it. But anyway, that's all I got tonight for you guys. I'm gonna try to work on some stuff tomorrow, man. It's just that right now I got to do some crime stories. I do know that there's a lot of crime that has happened around that is nuts. Shout out to everybody that's been giving me support this week on the community, bro. I'm telling you, I've been trying to come up with these memes, and when I do come up with them, I've been trying to make sure y'all guys get first dibs at them. Also, I want to tell everybody thank you for answering my polls. I'm gonna keep those coming. I think tomorrow I got another poll to ask you guys about what happened this week. But again, I appreciate all the love, all the follows, all the support y'all giving. Now, I'm finna take my black ass, play some GTA 5, and go to fuck to sleep with my beautiful fucking wife. This woman's beautiful, man. I love her. All right. Until next time, guys, stay safe and stay away from Anheuser-Busch products, I guess. I'm out.